And hello, welcome back to yet another 70-star race. Today, another D2 showdown, and it's going to be between Xein and BroMario. This game should be pretty hot, you know, BroMario not doing so well in the league, and Xein actually needing some points as well, not doing so well either. But a win here would be huge for either of them, especially because they have to really pick it up if they want to make top 8. And we're about halfway through the season almost, so all these points really do matter. Xein and BroMario definitely have some potential to go higher up in the league, but, you know, as we've seen so far, they have quite a number of tough opponents to face, so this must be a huge match if either of them can pick up the win. So we've got BroMario and we've got Xein, of course. I already gave a really quick introduction, but you know, this should be a game where BroMario tries to get his first win of the league, I believe. He's had to play a lot of tough opponents, but not able to come up with any dubs so far, and Xein doing a little bit better, but at the same time, his consistency approach sometimes just isn't fast enough to beat certain players in this league. We got some real killers out here, like Drogi, Tabascoth, etc. But we're just getting into the intro here. So I think Xein really goes for the more consistent approach, and BroMario really tries to do stuff well and stuff a little bit quicker. And I know this is kind of the typical bipolar attitude toward speedrunning, where you might try to talk up the storyline as one player's like a super inconsistent strat heavy streaker, and the other one is a very solid grinder but a lot slower as well. Oh wow. Xein going to be picking up a quick lead with lack to skip. First mistake thrown very soon into the race for BroMario, literally the first thing. But it's about 8 seconds that he can make up here. Also on Japanese version, so put about another 3 to that total. Xein going to be finding himself a little bit farther ahead with English version. Alright, so good bomb clip for Xein. BroMario getting it. His bombs have gone blown up, and he's got to grab another one. You know, we saw Heisenberg have a ton of trouble doing bomb clip here. Wow, really close to the sign. A bit dangerous of a bomb grab for BroMario, but able to take it in the end. So Xein's already off to a pretty solid lead. 15 plus seconds early on. So this will probably get him a little bit of a comfort zone into Womps, where BroMario still got to find some time save. But even with a missed owl list or can list, Xein will still find himself well into the lead. And he might also choose not to take the owl. This is something that Protoman notably does, but Xein is kind of back and forth. Sometimes he takes the owl, sometimes he goes for owl list, but maybe he'll take the owl because I think his owl list has been not as consistent. So he might just take the 4-second time loss. It's actually not that much to take the owl, believe it or not. It's about 4 seconds. But, you know, speedrunners, we like to go fast. And by extension, we don't like to go slow. So Xein maybe taking some slower strats here, which you won't see very often. And a nice can list, so if he's not going for owl list, that's the biggest trick he has to pull off. But 100 coin is definitely a more difficult start, but Mario's gonna get started with that one. He goes for the easier half cycle skip. You can be here really early for the cycle. You really have to like try to go too slow. But BroMario failing the backup here. He needs to make half cycle, but grabbing all those coins, can he make it? He's just gonna wait because to skip those the line of 5 at the end, you need every coin plus the whole ring. But he probably could have made half cycle if he didn't grab those extra 3 coins, which would have been slightly faster, but not by a whole lot. Xein can save a lot of time by just going for a standard half cycle. And a bit slow from Xein here on the islands. You know, usually like to see people flying through here with some speed kicks and side flips. Xein really looking a little bit sluggish, but finally able to get through it. BroMario didn't have such a clean 100 either, of course, so this is kind of the gameplay that he needs to just stay in the lead, and maybe for some of the less difficult things he can speed it up. But Woms 100 is not easy at all. Those islands are actually really tough. They take a lot of practice to get good at. Oh, BroMario having some stumbles. Coming for Owlus here. Able to get an impromptu fence skip. This is pretty cool. A slow turn Owlus. I think this one's gonna work, and he's got it. I'm going into C up to reduce lag, but honestly that start was a bit too slow to really warrant doing a lag reduction for like a single frame or two. Now BroMario and Xein are on the same star. But keep in mind, Xein is 1 star ahead. I'm not sure why BroMario didn't even want to get Wild Blue, but seems like a very interesting star order decision from BroMario. Wow, no long jump. Single jump clipping the ledge. You want to get... Wow, BroMario got to do another backup here. Can he make it up? Nice recovery to get up here for Canless, though. BroMario definitely showing off that he knows the backup if you want to see something else cool. He actually messed up the penguin slide in a recent race, and then did the kind of arc circum Atom Pass slide strat where you kind of skip a good like third of the slide while doing the penguin race. Was pretty cool. Whoa, BroMario making me about stop speechless. And if you look here to the right, Xein is taking the owl, in fact. Going to fly over and drop right into the cage. No problem. So not the best Woms for him. But honestly, BroMario is still a bit farther behind. And that's not going to help either. A third mistake just getting up this very simple slope. He's got to get up to the top of the fortune. I was actually able to back that up with the fence clip, like for Owlus, which is actually shocking. But a bad angle on the triple jump. BroMario is really falling apart here, looking to be 30 seconds behind. Just out of Woms. Xein getting a 13 flat on the slide. So I think in general Xein is actually, I could ask him afterwards, but I think he purposely plays much safer than he does in runs. Although I'm not sure if he's done too many runs lately. He just really tries to go for the strats he knows he's going to hit every time. And that's honestly a really good way to go about it. But at some point, BroMario's going to be able to catch up with his increased experience and speed on a lot of these stars. Like Wing Cap, very safe from Xein. You know, pretty non-existent even turn through the last pair, where you really want to be halfway in your like left turn by the time you get those coins, so you can like fall right onto the edge of the castle. What is after BroMario doing an insanely steep dive through the first pair. I think this is not what he expected at all. A little bit better on these second and third arcs, but I don't know how BroMario actually managed to get all those coins. That's like the dodgiest wing cap I've ever seen. Alright, and actually a nicer ending than Xein. Not eating any text as well, very important. But 11 stars heading into Dark World. So he's still 20-ish seconds behind. And Xein on a good pace for Shig Cycle here. Avoiding some amps. Kind of in his way, but able to get around him. And Poverty Shig is a safer option. But you gotta be careful on this long jump. Because the off angle, look how scary that is. And having to do that side flip means he's not saving any time over normal Shig. It can save like 0.2 if you get like a perfect Poverty Shig. Okay, there. Xein able to wrap it up. And BroMario on a really nice Shig Cycle pace. Wow, barely avoiding that amp and almost falling off. This Dark World has been very sketchy for both runners, and I'm so glad that we didn't see any deaths because that would set the runner back extremely far. For Xein, it wouldn't be as bad, but if BroMario had died, that would have been a drastic, absolutely drastic lead for Xein. And BroMario hitting the throw, still a good bit behind, but you know, as you said, this is just the beginning, and neither runner looks too strong. I know Xein is a bit in the lead, but this is an extremely beatable performance that he's been putting on. So BroMario has some opportunities here, and not only basement, but left and lobby. Actually, Xein going for the fast wing cap strat here, breaking the box with a swift kick. This is actually like a really good sky jump from Xein, except he clipped the bottom of the island. But Mario is actually super good at sky jump. This is one of the stars he is actually one of the best at, which seems kind of surprising. You know, it's usually like people like Toast Rider and occasionally someone like Fantax or Zaya, but BroMario is really on top of this one. A lot of speed here, jumping off of the hill. He actually got so much speed. He didn't even know what to do with it. In a, obviously, RTA attempt, you kind of assume you have like the max amount of speed, but man, BroMario really flying out of that triple jump there. Because flying, the amount of speed you get is dependent on a few factors that aren't really obvious when you're doing the star. So, thought he had a little bit less than he really got. But it's, I guess that's a lot better than thinking you had more speed than you really did. Okay, Mario resetting for this wall kick. Alright, it will work, no worries. But man, a lot of questionable, or not really questionable because the gameplay's still getting the job done. But, you know, not the cleanest of gameplay. There's some cracks showing in both BroMario and Xein, and it's to be expected. The game is actually very difficult, contrary to what you might want to believe. So it's no surprise that we're seeing a good amount of mistakes here. BroMario actually with a good backup. BroMario's actually like the king of some on-the-fly backups here, knowing that he would have died if he had landed on the side. He had the foresight to dive and brush off of the higher level of the slide, lose a little bit of time, but certainly better than dying. Sorry for being a little bit like weird today on the mic. You know, today's been weird. I don't know. But it's good to be back here in the booth commentating some Mario, and it's where you want to be, obviously. Where I want to be, but that's y'all want to be here with me, because BroMario and Xein are... What? How did BroMario accomplish that? He's on the slide talking to the penguin. Oh no, a belly slide! This is horrible! The blue coin's gone! He can't even jump! Oh my god, BroMario, that was an insane adjustment there. Wow. He's gonna have to do the slide back up again. Because he lost the blue coin. I can't believe this. Xein getting the right amount of coins. But man, this penguin has been pretty much asking BroMario to do CCM17. What? Don't. Wait, oh, he's killing the spin drift. I wonder if he's not even going to do the penguin race a second time. If he's instead gonna try to do Toxic Maze. Or something like that. Nope, he's going back in. So if you want to see a cool backup... I mean, this is a backup, not necessarily a cool one. Right, there you go. Alright, we'll see if he can pull off... Oh my god! He's got to actually correct his speed here. Oh my god, he did it backwards! I don't think that's gonna work, BroMario. The penguin's gonna catch you. You have to hit certain flags on the slide, and I think when BroMario finishes, the penguin's gonna tell him otherwise. Yeah, but Mario realizes this, and I don't know what he's gonna do. This is an absolute meltdown. I don't think we've ever seen a CCM meltdown this bad. He's literally had to do 2 penguin race attempts, and I hope this time he just talks to the penguin normally. There we go. So we'll actually see the... Oh my god. I can't believe what just happened. I think he just needs to leave this stage. I think BroMario's gonna be doing CCM17 from now on, if I had to guess. Because... I don't even know what to think about that. Tama coming out in the chat, reminding people to do CCM17. I kind of disagree. I think CCM18's a good route, but in races, maybe not the best idea of all time. But Mario, will that even make it? That didn't make it! I didn't even make it! I think he just needs to leave. Just go home. I'm sorry. But honestly, even when someone fails plus like 10 times in a row, it's usually for reasons such as they can't grab a big bomb. But this is literally, I can't beat the big penguin. Why is he doing this like text strat? Like he wants to like roll out onto the slide and talk to the penguin, but we've seen this in both situations. Or we've seen this twice cause him to be sliding the wrong way when he talks to the penguin. And look at what happens! Look at what happens, BroMario! That's like 5 deaths on the slide! He just can't butt slide forwards. He's got to talk to the penguin in such a way that he starts out in a belly slide or something really stupid. And just... I'm at a loss for words. This is him completely frozen up. I doubt we'll ever see something like this again, and as long as he plays this game, I don't think there's ever going to be a penguin meltdown on the magnitude that we've just seen today, because It just needed one successful race down the slide. But trying to do these side skips and these fancy optimizations, I don't even know if it is an optimization to talk to the penguin in that way. But really crazy. Think that BroMario just lost an entire like 3 minutes to the penguin race. Like in the meantime, Xein actually just took care of the SSL, and he's in lethal lava land now. So I can't say it looks too good for BroMario. This is not the kind of gameplay that a 145 player. BroMario actually has 145 and 120 score, which is a really sick time. You know, I know we talk about like 139s, but you're not a slouch. You can't be a slouch and get a 145 and 120 star. Just a shocking performance today. So, just by committing to the slide for so long, he just didn't have any backups to do. Or like, he ignored the backups he had, because he could have just gone and done Toxic Maze or something. But yeah, he's just finished up Big Boo's Haunt, and Xein is about 3 minutes ahead. And believe it or not, like, Xein could actually make more mistakes and lose the run, but I think in general, Xein's gonna have a tough time stopping this one. So, alright, Mips grab for BroMario and bonking on his way to lethal lava, or on his way to SSL, and just deciding to save the bunny for later. It's not worth it. And a pillarless death. This is the worst case scenario, right? We might say some things are the worst case scenario, like you maybe die to wall kicks will work, and then you start missing plus. Nah, that's nowhere near the absolute struggle BroMario's had here, and it's hard to even blame him at this point. He's just gonna die again as soon as he gets out of the sand. Like, like, honestly, I'm not even gonna say it's like him playing badly, because of course it is, but it's just like, mentally, what do you even do? Like, what can you do mentally? How do you untilt when you're this tilted? This is actually a good big bomb for BroMario. Maybe he can get plus. This actually looks good for BroMario. Let's see if we can get in the pyramid. He's got it. So, able to take that star. But at what cost, Speedrun? A lot. A big cost. Xein is already done with lethal lava land. And I haven't even been talking about him. I feel like I've just been going super hard on BroMario, but Xein's actually been playing pretty well in basement. Nothing that I've noticed. BroMario, I think, was trying to do double plus to make up for CCM17, so you can still do HMC late, but not really paying off. He will have one more shot to get this, because if he dies, then it's a game over. And to be honest, BroMario is probably waiting for death at this point. But he's got the second one. Now, can he nail the secrets movement? Obstructed vision here in the pyramid. I don't like this camera angle, but he manages to hit the secrets. Xein missing a ton of swims. And BroMario really trying his best to end the run early. Able to get the star, though, in the end. Well, Talon's coming out, and he's dead. He's in the quicksand. That's a game over from BroMario, and he's not saved his game. The sweet release of death is gonna mercy kill this run, and I don't even know what to think. Because on the one hand, he should really keep going, but on the other hand, he probably just got extremely tilted, and it's hard to really blame him if you fail the penguin side like 3 times. Like, how can you actually reset and continue the run? Maybe like the best way is just to start fresh, and just to have the pride of saying, hey, you know what, I'm gonna let that one go and I'm gonna start a new one, and I'm actually gonna finish it. So props to BroMario for continuing. We're just gonna say Xein pretty much guaranteed the win, but Super Mario 64 is always full of surprises. Xein's already almost in Fire Sea. Gotta get the Manta. This is actually one of the sleeper stars to cause time loss. And if you don't play the game, this star will almost certainly confuse the heck out of you if you do try to pick it up, because the hitboxes are nothing like the rings. And sometimes hitboxes just don't seem to be there at all. Interesting bomb clip from BroMario, actually able to get that despite a bunch of short hops. But Xein and Fire Sea, let's see what kind of cycle he can pull out, because no matter what level of play you're on, a Lava Boost early Ellie's is an impressive Fire Sea. So will he go for it? He's got nothing to lose, honestly. He's already got the win. And he's going for it. Wall kick's good. Dusty roll, but he's still on pace if he can get this 4th red. And pull a side flip, I think he's got it, just barely. Oh, side flip walkies, that might slow him down just a little bit. Can he still get Lava Boost? The elevators are low, but Xein not gonna go for it. I think it was gone. He needed that triple jump because his other movement just wasn't fast enough. But still able to make early cycle, which is not too bad. Alright, now going, wow, you know, there's a common way to long jump across, and what Xein making me nervous a little bit. He did a dive and not even a jump dive, which means that he barely has enough height to make it onto this final platform. It's nuts. Looking to get a high 26 Fire Sea, it's not that bad. He had a good basement, for real. Or a low 27. Half spin throw was so close. Well, here we go. I think what Mario's actually doing, as I say that, I shouldn't even looked at his screen, because he was going on a good 100 coin, and then he fell off the thwomp. Okay. Or the... yeah, thwomp. So Xein, Wet Dry World, I really want to see how he's going to handle upstairs, because he is not only kind of in the bottom half of the league, he's not done super well upstairs in his past races. And if you want to beat some players with like 50-minute times, upstairs is really key. And Xein already missed 2 coins. Is he going to go back and get them? This is not a good start. Wet Dry World 100 is actually a low-key difficult start. Wow, they were actually like the same. They were like fused together, like 2 coins for 1. And Xein taking care of those and can actually skip that last one. So this is like, I'm saying this because it's important to see how Xein's gonna do an upstairs with absolutely no pressure or expectation, right? So ideally, this would be the best you'll play in upstairs, because mentally, there's absolutely nothing to worry about. But at the same time, having nothing to worry about might give you nothing to play for, and you'll actually play worse. So I really want to see how Xein's going to handle upstairs. And so far, not the best. Because these are a few very pivotal stages, especially TTM. Can't say enough how many important races have involved Jets in TTM. How many world record attempts that Cheese, Tago, Punkay recently getting a 47-42 but failing 2 mountain clips to lose him of upwards of 10 seconds. So that literally costing him the world record. It's just definitely one of the hardest stages in the entire run. So Xein also going out of order just a little bit to pick up shocking arrow lifts before even getting top of the town or the elevator star. Okay, Xein, you know, not going for trips and wall kick to be expected, but this movement on the boxes isn't too easy either. But it looks pretty solid here. Can he get good wall kicks? That angle should work. Alright, nice, and he's up there. So Xein actually showing us he's got the sauce and pulling out a decent star on Express Elevator. Hurry up. Kind of a weird name. There's a lot of like hyphenated star names in Mario 64, but it's all good. Yeah, you know, Palma, I don't blame you if you want to ban CCM18, but you know what? It's our right to choose. You can also just choose VC or EMU though. Nah. At least not for the leagues, you have to do that at 64. But that's actually because we have to keep the times consistent. But I'm on a tangent. But Mario's actually finished WOMs. I'm actually like trying to drink water because oh, today's been weird. That's all I'll say. And I think this race has just made it even weirder. I don't know if I've commentated the weirder. Xein's missed a secret. I was actually surprised he didn't have more trouble going back to get it, because you can actually fall off and die there, or hit by a Goomba, hit by fire. Yeah. Alright, big boy jump. That one's gonna be good. Hashtag get Tama to pace 2019. Hey. Ooh, Xein, making me sweat with these long jumps. That plank is a pretty much all or nothing kind of deal. If you fall down, you are flat out of luck. You're pretty much marooned on a beach, because in THI that is actually like a beach area down there. And you might as well be Tom Hanks in Castaway, because like you kind of have to exit course to get out of that one. You can do some backups, but it just wastes a whole lot of time. I don't even know if BroMario is trying to do anything at all in WinCap. I'll just assume that he is and press Z by accident. Xein actually just going ham on these piranhas, just giving them a karate kick to the face. You know what? Well, why don't we say that BroMario sound glitched on secrets, okay? Alright, chat, here we go. Insider info. BroMario's on Japanese version. He sound glitched on secrets. That's all that happened. He had to start over. He was playing fine. Just sound glitched on secrets, okay? That's what happened. We're just gonna close the case file. throw that in the CIA paper shredder, and move on with our lives. I'm just joking. Sorry, BroMario, if you're watching. I'm just having fun. Don't mean to be I'm just trying to make light of a bad situation because honestly, it's hard to blame him. Like the mistakes was so out of the ordinary. Like you can't prepare mentally to go through that. So it is what it is. But Mario was actually trying to go for Xein64. Would have been hype. Not gonna work out though. And Xein here in TTM. THI was okay but not great. TTM okay is probably gonna be good enough for a lot of races here because there are so many different ways you can lose time. See, that's one of them. Xein almost fell down, was able to barely get over the gap with that kick, and finally able to get to the star. If you fall down there, you are pretty much screwed. There's not much anything can do for you. Xein box star, you know, I think Xein's been playing okay in upstairs. You know, very consistently, not fast at all. I don't want to say like this is a D whatever TTM, but honestly, this is, I think, what you want to be aiming for if you're Xein, because this will help you either stay competitive in future races or make a comeback in races that you might be behind after Fire C. And what was that throw from BroMario? I think you just messed around with Bowser trying to get some glitchy tail grabs. Alright, Xein here, TTM Reds. This is such a fun star to watch, but what was that? I have no idea how that happened. It looked like he got pushed off of the wall somehow, but the camera obscured what was really happening. I'd like to ask him about that after the race, if I remember. If not, maybe chat can remind me, because that was really weird. I don't even know what I saw on his screen. It looked like kind of the bonk animation, but like a ledge grab. Okay, Xein, last star in TTM, and relatively low amounts of spaghetti. It's gotta be said. I think he's put in some practice. Oh, BroMario, what? Okay, that shot is like almost impossible to do RTA because you actually need to do a glitchy double jump over a very specific part of the ground that doesn't really look like anything. It's just a tiny bump where you can glitchy double jump and triple jump like immediately off of the slope, so it doesn't really work that way. Alright, Xein, Snowman's Head, not the cleanest, you know, not a very popular star either. I think a lot of people have a bone to pick with this fella and his big head, but Xein gets through it. Oh. Alright, still trying to get this wing cap island hop. His cap's about to fade though. As I say that, Commentator with 500 IQ timing it just right to know that the cap was going to fade at exactly that moment. BroMario free running a little bit. If he actually got a first, he thought it'd been sick. Okay, Xein's got 2 stars left, and these ones aren't very difficult at all. It's just chill with the bully and in the deep freeze, and then we're gonna see him go down to Hazy Maze Cave. Turn back the clock a bit, take care of some stars in basement, and at that point, go up to Tippy. So I would say now, Xein's gonna finish like 38-20-ish in Snowman's Land, so we're gonna say HMC. You know, if you play that, it's a bit over 3 minutes done well, like 3:10. And then we'll say, yeah, oh, 38-20, Commentator. The best brain in the business. Absolutely stellar prediction. BroMario's cap's gonna fade in like 5 seconds. 5. Actually, did he just get a cap? I have no idea. He probably did just get a cap recently. Never mind. Oh, nice from BroMario. Doing the quick double jump there. Oh, I guess it is a speaking double jump and not a glitchy double jump like I initially thought. Tama can probably correct me because he knows all the single star strats that I may have seen just videos of but don't really understand how they work. Yeah, Tama in chat saying I wonder if Xein even knows. Xein's probably thinking this run's terrible, I've missed MIPS, but Mario's probably in Rainbow Riot already. But 'twas not the case. I think you can say Xein's still on like a 52 pace, despite everything. BroMario might be on like a 1 hour 15, maybe. Actually, I don't think it really matters a whole lot. I think he's not keeping track, so we'll focus on Xein. Let BroMario enjoy showing off some cool shots. If I notice anything, I'll be sure to point that out, but I think he's just gonna try to flex a little bit while he has the chance. Okay, box jump from Xein. Still no good. Is he actually? Yeah, he's gonna go for emergency. I thought he was gonna do box jump with like a completely reverse angle. So Tama confirming it is a speed kick double jump. That makes a lot of sense because I don't know why you'd be able to glitchy double jump there. Mario back to confront the slide. He's gonna take the shortcut. Whoopee! I forgot how long the shortcut actually was. I feel like it was a lot shorter, but turns out the pipe is really big. Or hey, Mario got stuck. He found the spot. That's just a weird glitch with the geometry of this game, which is scuffed in some areas. Nice flex. He actually did this in another race, but he actually got a firstie and it looked really fast. He just long jumped firstied off the wall. Alright there, Xein grabbing that HMC Christmas miracle. Whoa, I didn't even know that was a thing. I knew you could clip through, there's this little, like, vertex of many planes that intersect near the spawn point, like by a tree. I didn't know you could do it there as well. Pretty cool from BroMario. Showing things that I just never figured out, or never heard about. Oh, gotta take a nosedive. Wow, almost half off the stage with the quick pop-up. But Xein, let's see what he's got in Tippy, because no matter what, Tippy defines your run. It can be the worst run ever, but a great Tippy will actually not make it the best run ever. But it could be the best run ever, and a terrible Tippy could make it not the worst run ever, but still pretty darn bad. You got to have a good Tippy if you want to go far in a league. And the hard thing is that you can do it once in a PB run, but to do it consistently is a completely different beast. There are, what, 12 stars left in the run? One's a toad. But man, these other 11, not to mention bits and throws, are just killers. They absolutely go hard. And Xein going hard with lack 2 bounds here, not going for the safe strat, which is like just a long jump to the star area from like the red coin maze. Anyway, good cruiser from Xein, but Mario accomplishing the goal he set out to do. Would really like to obliterate that penguin in some non-stream safe way. But to be honest, I don't think it was the penguin's fault. It's not like in Cartoon's case where the penguin fell off the slide, but Mario just tried to do some fancy backups and did not pull them off. Oh, you actually missed 2 coins. Alright, Reds. Xein getting that star done pretty efficiently. Yeah, people in chat are like, what is going on here? Why is BroMario in like the beginning of the game? But yeah, I would say if you want to watch a cool race, I've got, actually let me find some, because there's no shortage of cool races to watch here on Global Speedrun. We had Ouija versus Aki yesterday in 16 star. I need to go watch it because I want to see how that went. I was also commentating Cheese versus Punkade the other day. And if you don't know how, definitely go watch that as soon as this one's over, or whenever you have the chance, because that's something you really got to see for yourself. Just seeing the result doesn't do it justice. You got to actually watch that race. It's on our YouTube channel. But you know what? Xein is, I was about to say he's doing fine in Tippy. A little mistake, but he's not actually having any meltdowns. So I think this would be a good time to talk about Pace, which is, as you might know, the live event coming in April, the first of its kind. Bring a competition to a live speedrunning event. And this is really something special because the GDQ style charity marathon, you know, it's awesome, it works well, but maybe you want to see something more exciting. Maybe you want to see something with some real stakes on the line, people going at it with like a crowd cheering, maybe some money on the line. You want to see the best of the best. But Pace is going to bring that to you in April 25th through 28th. You'll have the winners of the 70-star D1 League, as well as Odyssey and Celeste any percent leagues. The final 4 are all going to take part in a massive round-robin final group. Which will eventually culminate in a league champion. So definitely want to watch that, and you can even watch it live if you want to get tickets. There, just exclamation point tickets is all you need. The actual ticket is not that expensive. It's like $45, which is, considering there's going to be like many speedrunning legends there, and it's like a 4-day long event full of like a 24-hour stream marathon and like a bunch of insane showcase races. That's a really good deal. In the hotel, if you like to stay at the hotel, it's like not that expensive either. There's a bunch of information on the website about how to reserve a room in the Pace block. So yeah, we're up to about like 100 attendants, so that's pretty awesome. Alright. Xein got 4 more stars left to get in TTC. And he's on these time-moving triple jump wall kicks. Now, they aren't that difficult. You know, I think the first time you see it, you're like, whoa, how do you do that? You know, it's like you're landing on these moving pendulums. What? But it's not too bad once you get used to it. But then you have to realize that the timing is still fairly tight. You can actually be too fast. So runners actually have to space out their jumps properly to land their triple jump in the like proper active region of the pendulum, because if it's too steep, the surface won't let you triple jump. If it's too shallow, you won't have enough height. So it's fairly tight. You know, these guys know what they're doing. And I think Xein probably knows that he's in the lead here, but regardless, going to be able to finish this one out with 2 stars left to go in TDC and the final Bowser. Or the final Bowser stage, but you know, that's what we call bits. Bowser in the sky. And that one is absolutely a run killer, if there ever is one. Alright, last star of the regular stages. Sorry, I'm just kind of coughing a bit. There's actually a flu going around. I hope I'm not getting sick. Make sure to drink your water, ladies and gentlemen. And get plenty of sleep. Alright, Xein, on to that golden number 70. Love to see it. He can finally get up the endless staircase and confront Bowser and kick his butt. So 50-10, which means he can actually get a mid 52. Which I was kind of thinking a 52 kind of pace out of upstairs, but looks like his tippy was not too shabby and he's still on for a good 52 pace. We'll see what kind of shots this is a weird camera. Usually people want to stick with the side camera, but actually doing the speed kick over the gap. Xein is actually flexing when it matters the least, quite honestly, but honestly, super honestly here from the commentator. Can't get enough honesty. You know, probably goes to bed hugging a $5 bill. Xein's having a good bits though. And there he goes. Xein actually could get a 51. I take that back. My bad. 51 on the cards for Xein. One of his better race times for sure. You know, had a little bit of a sloppy early game. But honestly, upstairs, not too bad at all. A couple mistakes, but nothing drastic. And tippy, nothing drastic there either. I think this is actually PB possible. I believe his PB is still a 52. Or a very low 52. I don't know if he has a 51. Let's assume that it is PB pace, and Xein's hit his second throw, and he can get a PB if he hits this third one. Xein spinning around to get a PB, and he's gonna hit it! I think he's got it! Is that a PB? Man. That is the PB from Xein, confirming in the chat. You know, I was not sure what his PB was. I thought it was maybe a 51 still, but man. Pulling out a PB in a race where he really had nothing to lose, like I said, going upstairs. Xein, congratulations on the win and your first ever 51. How does that feel?
Okay. Oh my god, I didn't expect a PB. I played like a beast until HMC for my standards. My goal for the race was a 52. I was like, okay, I haven't played in a long time. I just want a 52 and I just PB'd. Feels great.
Yeah, I saw like no really huge mistakes that I could criticize. It was just like maybe a bit slow here, a couple small things there, but overall,
Yeah,
that was a really good run. And especially if you're rusty.
Yeah, I lost like 25 in HMC because I missed MIPS, then I missed the backup, and then I missed box jump twice and I had to do the backup. But I'm happy.
Well, congratulations. This is a much needed win because you still have an opportunity to make top 8 and get to the playoffs, but this is a good first step in the right direction. Even if BroMario hadn't had that ridiculous, I mean, do you know what happened?
No, I had Discord closed because my PC would have, I guess you can see in the stream, it's like super laggy.
Okay. Yeah, wow. Well, in that case, you know, I think you probably would have gotten the win anyway. But, you know, congratulations. And can't wait to see some more of this action. Do you think you'll be pricing a little bit more for the next few races?
Definitely.
Awesome. Well, I think we're going to try to get to the next few games on the schedule. Thank you very much for the race. And GG. Catch you next time.
Goodbye.